Abusia obrigados pos eni na yebedi nkomo kakra on Rodri how are all joining Barcelona no impacta ebenya ewo Barça team no so maybe say Barça chitanfo no say do you think say Rodri a problem at Barça a face and Rodri ewo solution edema Barça in their quest to make me winning the UEFA Champions League and obi am fan honest opinion enfa into comment section or enfa mame. So what check FC Barcelona and how they play. They can say midfield solidity friend agrokra. Since time immemorial, they've had one of the best midfield trials aye juma edi amomosa. Min phone quite krano. I'll take you to from the 1990s era. You are in Cruyff team no building and Crofona no moye juma at the Emma Barça in the midfield. Pep Guardiola as the anchor, a defensive midfielder, Opina Nitende Amor and Eusebio, who played as the number 10 for Barça in 1990-1991. When we came to the 1991-1992, Pep Guardiola, Eusebio be drop here by number 8 position, then Epe open up for Michel Wodrop, who will play and act as an attacking midfielder. So Barça from the 1990s era under Pep Guardiola, you see under opinion it in the Johan Cruyff, you see Pep Guardiola, you see Arno, you see Michel Wodrop, you see Eusebio. In the 1992-1993, the Barça team had opinion attended Cristo Baquero. Ono Ebewoki in be play as number 8. Guardiola played as the deep line playmaker as the number 6 for the club, and Michel Wodrop as the number 10. The following year, 1992-93, it was Pep Guardiola, Michel Baquero, and opinion and the can say Michel Wodrop in that particular regard. And Omanina Echo ye at Emma Barça. Yes, it was so until 1994-1995. And opinion and the can say Amo ono ebamu ebeyi Baquero edini sinchen. So the Barca team our 1995-1996 it was Guardiola, Amo and Luis Enrique. At that time Luis Enrique had moved from Real Madrid to Barcelona, and now no man ekoye edema Luis Enrique and Ketwa. So Enrique came in and occupied the number 10 position for Barcelona, replacing Michel Wodrop and Baquero. In the year 1996-1997, the Barca midfield trio. Of course, Guardiola stayed. It was Guardiola, Amor, and Luis Enrique. So Enrique played 2 seasons to check Barca midfield now. From 1990 to 1996, Abrebia, you see Pep Guardiola as an integral member, as an anchor, as an enforcer in the Barca or midfielder. And woman na eko ye pa at the Emma Barca na enya sanketo akra. So 1997-1998. Opinion and intended a Koku. Ono be rum ebe yi Pep Guardiola de nisi nchen. 1997-1998. It was Koku, Luis Enrique, and opinion and intended Eddie Giovanni. 1998-99. Ebe Koku, Xavi Hernandez Cruz ebe rum. Ewo that face, a very young player, and Luis Enrique. In 1999-00, at that time, no. Johan Cruyff from Podia after 1995. Johan Cruyff left, so Sir Bob Robson took over. After Sir Bob Robson, Aloysius Paros Maria, Louis Van Gaal, Mourinho Musso, Ebeye Juma Ede Emma Barca in that particular phase before Frank Rijkaard mo, and then I say for Epa. So midfield new changing from Guardiola, Amor, Luis Enrique, by Koku Xavi Luis Enrique, Koku Xavi Luis Enrique, Koku Xavi Luis Enrique, Koku Xavi Luis Enrique, sir. Until say, about 2002-2003, and a person fini changing kakra, and a benya Koku, Xavi, and a benyo opinion didn't Gabri, or no Ebebo Abasapa. Name in 2003-2004, Yebenya Davis, Xavi, Iniesta. A very young player walking and a woman in a kama at Emma Barca in 2004-2005. Barca benya Rafa Marquez as the whole team midfielder. Don't forget, Rafa Marquez, he can play. He was playing as a center back and a defensive midfielder. Rafa Marquez came in, Xavi Deco. So Deco played as number 10, Rafa Marquez as number 6, and Xavi as number 8 for Barca. In 2005-2006, Edmilson, the Brasileiro, Ebeji Finfin number 6 in F5. So it was Edmilson, Xavi, and opinion Eddie Deco in that particular regard. In 2006-2007, at that time Deco had left. Iniesta be working in as Abeji in the first 11, as Apple. So in Finfino na Edmilson, Xavi, Iniesta. In 2007-2008, a certain Yaya Toure Nyanyali bibe huram aba betini Jumadi ante ama Barca. So Yaya Toure Nyanyali so walk into the team and he played for the team and Aya Kamapa. So in 2006, 2007-2006 and 2007-8 Yaya Toure Nyanyali, Xavi, Iniesta. Then 2008 opinion and tennis Sergio Busquets ebe working in and Obejim Finfinapa, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets omo ball from 2008, 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 omo ane ball ya until say omo ball ya could do 2014, 15 no and Ivan Rakitic ebamu Ebeyi Xavi Edini Frimo. So from 2015 Ebayina Barca Finfinanda Luis Enrique and Ernesto Valverde Kike Setien na Ivan Rakitic, Iniesta, Busquets, Ivan Rakitic, Iniesta, Busquets, Ivan Rakitic, Iniesta, Busquets until 2018-19 and Atamelo ono so be ram ata Enrique Ramos de Oliveira Melo ono atu Melo ono so ebe ramu ebe yi player na ni Eddie Iniesta any free chain. So it was Rakitic, Atu Melo and Busquets, and Frankie de Jong came in 2019-20. De Jong, Pedri, Busquets, De Jong, Pedri, Busquets, De Jong, Pedri, Busquets. Sa kosi se 2023 opinion ntinde De Jong, Gundogan, Pedri. 2024-2025 Casado, Pedro, Omo and Omo nyina team asasa. So checking FC Barcelona historical trend. How I see abo omo ball no hour no man nyina team aye kama no. Omo defensive midfielders no from those period ni nyina no aye Pep Guardiola, Kuku, aye Rafa Marquez, Edmilson, Yaya Toure and opinion na den Eddie Sergio Busquets, Bogo Bossi and sana in recent times Frankie de Jong cra ebebo sa holding role no Edema Barca. So Rodri coming in as an experienced player, as a player ono betimi ama the physicality obetimi anchor the midfield, give you the line breaking pass, defense splitting pass, give you that calmness, give you that composure, obetimi active drive, obetimi actually go. One thing is certain is a Rodri ball now say injuries any Rodri game on any day he's the finest defensive midfielder ubenya in recent times. Name mom say injuries any game no dia Rodri will give you that long passes, defense splitting passes, that calmness, press resistance, composure, control. Yemfa ball nko the final third, a ball driver, a decisive piece for Barca on here in the final third. Of course, I think Barca might need another centre back. Even though Sergio Martin, he had a very nice season. Consistency is key. Of course, Paul Kubasi arguably the best centre back in Europe currently. And a Kubasi Martin solid. Eric Garcia be all. An opinion Dini Christians. At least Barca also munya another centre back. I bet me aboa for Barca because Barcelona problem munya last season enya midfield enya attackers. Barca key problem munya last season. Eyo mu two full backs no. Alessandro Balde and Jules Koundé. So this transfer window, now I was thinking say at least I was about to copy a full back, a left back, eba. Omu problem omenya pa. Until say Cancelo buy. Even Cancelo defensively, he wasn't adding enough to the team. Now the performance in shada enye kamasa. So Barca number 2 a problem. Number 3 a problem. And the center pair. Until latter part Abrante friend Sergio Martin pa no. Na mfimfin a backline no eshiki kakra. So at least Barca osen komunya at least an experienced center backer. Ono so betimi abanda steady normal. And also of course obetimi are walking to the starting lineup and no man nyina betimi aye kama pa ade Barca team. So of course I think these are some of me few observations ma observe ade Barca. On subscribe to my YouTube channel now. Obrigado Sports on YouTube. But I think Pedri, Rodri, Omo Fermin Lopez okay the Barça. And then even if Barça enya Julian Alvarez around tell friend Rafinha if only he stays Lamine Yamal will be to say and here can say Karim Adeyemi, Anthony Gordon, Ferran Torres future no uncertain exclusive.